coaches on 727. Oh no, this is a 6-car set. I made it just in time before it left. 2012, and oh man, 8307. Oh man. I really wish it could have been leading eastbound today. Oh well. Maybe for the next one I could possibly catch it. Leading for the next trip I can catch it. Oh man, that surprised me as we pulled in. Oh. Oh, is that a... Sounds like a 69 series Cabcars leading it. This could either be 61 or 64. Sounds good. Here it comes. Oh no, it's not. Oh, sounds like 09's leading it. Oh, 09 must be leading it again, huh? With a Charger on it again, just like we saw on National Train Day. Now that's what I'm talking about.
April 724 headed from Sacramento. This is a Sacramento bound train. Train 724 headed from Sacramento.
Doors closing. Five coaches bumping down to Superliner. All right. Hey, look at that! It's with 2105, just like we saw on National Train Day. First we catch this Cabcar and Charger together on National Train Day, giving a shave and a haircut, and then we catch it again today, but without a Superliner, doing a shave and a haircut again. Wow. At first I thought it was a 69 series Cabcar leading it first, but I heard a familiar horn. There goes that train north out of here towards Sacramento. Hey Dad?
7-Eleven come from that direction?
Yep. all westbounds come from that direction. Oh, hey Dad, it's a double decker set, not the Comets. Look at this. How you doing? And A312 is the Cabcar. Blah. I never thought we might catch 711 with the
Amtrak California 711 fresh up from Southern California. At the remaining stations, Emeryville and Oakland, Jacqueline and Claire.
Using the double deckers.
Last call for train 711 at Richmond.
And if you look, you can see the bell right there. The 8312 needs a stripe repaint, a stripe pattern repaint.
Train number 729 will be arriving at 10:31 a.m. Train number 712 now arriving.
Here comes 712. What? Yes, indeed it is. Oh! What cab car is that? This could be either 8308 or 8303, one of the two.
Security or station agent.
So mechanical bell 1. How many coaches does this train have? Oh, 4 coaches again? But hey, it's got a charger on it. What's the cab car? 8313's the cab car. Find one to be all right. Hello.
Morning, guys. 712.
Yes, indeed.
Train 712, 712, headed to Bakersfield.
Where should we sit?
Before? Here, there.
We do want a table so Adam and I can, and so each of us can sit, so. Whew. But, all right.
Anything else up there?
I should probably maybe.
You need new ones of these. You should throw these away.
Yes, yes. They were getting pretty old. They were getting worn out.
They don't cost anything, Nate. So do you want that up there, or do you want that up there?
Might want to keep it out so if we want to watch 712 Departing, I might want to.
I gotta get our tickets.
Yes, indeed.
All right, gentlemen, let's get you checked in here.
Hello.
Right.
Sounds pretty good.
What's that?
The like 8313.
Yeah, it does, huh? It's got a nice horn on it. So you just go to home.
Oh, sorry.
Yep. And then it'll load up. It's just taking a little while.
Okay.
At least 8312's not leading this.
Why was wrong with that one?
Its horn sounds really weird. But I wish 07 could have been leading, or 6961. But too bad we saw 07 on 727 with 6 coaches.
You guys ride a lot?
About once a month or so.
Once a
Those
month.
of you just joined us here at Richmond, welcome aboard. This is Southbound Train 712 headed to Bakersfield. We have remaining stops of Martinez, Antioch, Stockton, Modesto, Turlock, Denair, Merced, Madera, Fresno, Hanford,
All right, glad to have you guys.
Corcoran, Wasco, and final destination of Bakersfield.
Too bad it's not a 5-car train
If you
though.
haven't already done so, please have those tickets out, ready and available. Conductors are walking through to collect them at this time. If you need to purchase a ticket, please have your ID and method of payment out. Our next stop in about 25 minutes will be Martinez. Martinez is coming up next.
That's where Adam will be boarding. I can't believe this. This is also the first time we get to ride a train with a charger shoving or leading, no matter where it's at.
Oh, I didn't know that.
This is Sean in the cabinet car. The cabinet is located on the upper level of car number 3. The desk here open and serving fresh coffee, sodas, juice, and water, as well as breakfast items such as blueberry muffins, sandwiches, bagels, and cereal. Look forward to seeing you.
I'd say mostly it sounds fair to me, the tune.
Do you want to sit by yourself?
Oh, what do you mean?
Do you want to sit in one of the other ones, or? Do you want to sit in a forward-facing one of two? I'm just asking. You don't have to. You have a table.
No thanks. You know what else I've happened to notice a few CalRail fans do whenever they're aboard the Amtrak Surfliner Cabcars leading? I happen to notice that they also sometimes stand by the red flag and get a view from out the cab. Last time I did that is when I took this train from Martinez Junction to Bakersfield to go to Lancaster to get that new van I was telling you about. Yes, we should. This is, I think, Point Bay Park, or Bay Point Park. I have seen a few clips of Bay Area a video of Bay Area Amtrak trains, and I noticed that this location for a clip of 542 leading with 8301 and 174 at the rear, that was one of them in the video. So yeah, I think we should do a hike around this, a railway hike around this location. Oh. Yes, indeed it is. It's a mixed manifest. Sorry, it's just that the engines are so strong and the motors are so strong that they just surprise me easily. They just shock me easily. Oh, it's a double stacker actually. Manifest, half double stacker. And I think it was an ace leading. Whoa, that's a long train. Half manifest, half double stacker. What? Yes, we can. Without DBUs. Diesel power units or something, usually I think those are seen like powering the rear of the train while some others are leading. Somewhere around in about 5 to 10 minutes or something, I think we should be meeting train 729 at some point. Trackwork.
So, if you're, say you're going to take, what train did you take back?
7:15.
Okay, so if you miss 7:15 and want to do 7:17, it'd be just fine.
You don't have to change anything?
Your tickets are valid for a whole year after the date of purchase on any travel. So if you decided to stay in Merced for another 300 days and then go back, it would be just fine.
That's also cool.
So yeah, don't hassle with going through the whole exchange process and stuff, and just you'll be fine. Just jump on.
Maybe we could do some sightseeing around the city.
That's where I'm from. You guys will enjoy it.
Thank you.
All right.
Yeah. I remember when we took 714, 8314 was leading that. Beautiful. I wish we lived in one of those houses so we could see all the Amtrak and freight trains bypass us. Not as loud as how you hear it compared to the outside. Burrito Express. Ooh. Spooky, huh? Nice relaxing horn. Oh, what? So, the ferry terminal?
Oh, excuse me, guys.
Sorry, these ethanol containers are blocked.
Now you can see it's right there.
Oh, that you're talking about.
Yeah, it's one we've caught in Vallejo before, right?
Yes, indeed. Here we are about to knock down a green signal.
Coming up on the old Nantucket.
Yes, indeed. That's where we also got number 3 leading 741, a lucky number, P42 DC. But nowadays, I don't think the P42s are really much seen on the Capitol Corridors and San Joaquins that much nowadays. Probably because the new Chargers have entered service. Ugh, looks pretty
Run down.
and it looks pretty filthy right there. You know, from like all the rust, and then I remember those restrooms were totally pathetic and despicable. What?
They were fine.
Well, if you would have went in there, the interior smelled despicable. And yes, there is a Superliner on this train. That was the factory right there. Not
Large.
Yeah. Ooh, looks a bit rusty right there. Or as I see a little rust right there. Yeah. That was 729, all right, coming from Auburn, California, farther from Sacramento. Here's where I caught 8302. Ooh, with that stalled ditch light leading 732. Ooh, crying past me.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, just a couple minutes. We're coming into our next stop, Martinez. Once again, Martinez will be a brief stop, so do not step off the train unless Martinez is your final destination. Train 712, 712 headed to Bakersfield.
What are you looking up right there, Dad? Here goes Adam.
All right, let's start pulling. Hey Nate, how you doing?
Hey Adam.
Good to see you.
I'm pretty good. Remember I told you about an hour or a few ago, we were originally planning to go to Brantley Iron today, but Dad, you want to tell him why?
Last call for 712 here at Martinez.
You and I,
doors will be closing.
all of us in this group haven't been to like a pizzeria on a train trip yet.
Wait, have we been to,
No, I mean like with Adam.
yeah, we went to Four Corners.
Oh yeah.
We've been to Pizza Pirate.
Oh yeah. Oh. I am.
And,
No. What? No. I mean like after we took a train trip. That's what I mean.
And we went to Napoli. Didn't we go to both Napolis or only to one?
I forgot about that.
We've been to both.
Yeah. It's a lot of pizza.
It's 4 pizza places.
That's just off the top of my head.
Yeah.
I'm sure we're getting a round table somewhere.
Hey, good morning.
Oh, how you doing?
Your the completion to the chapter here. Very good. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
There's the farmer's market.
This is from your son.
Does he know what we
Alright,
can
for
eat?
those of you just joining us here at Martinez, welcome aboard 712 headed to Bakersfield. At this time, conductors are walking through to collect your tickets, so we do ask that you have those out ready and available. During your mobile device, such as your tablet or phone, we do ask that you have the brightness setting turned all the way up for us. Our next stop in about 20 minutes is going to be Antioch. Antioch, Pittsburg, coming up next.
Put in like steak, percent. And I was like, oh my god, it's like that place in Fresno we picked out. It's vast, it has family tables, it has full bar, it looks like people just go to get hammered and meet people. Like perfect. And then it's like Los Banos. I'm like, there's nothing, like it's small enough out there that it pulls a Central Valley. Like, do you want to get, because it's like Delhi, Coarse Gold, Los Banos, Turlock, percent, which is what I requested. I have beverages because I want to stay hydrated tonight.
Yeah.
So,
all I brought was 6 cans of hydration.
I have to make it, but I have effectively what would be kind of like Tom Collins, but with fruit juice and sparkling water, gin, simple syrup. Or we have gin and tonic if you want to go off the lime juice.
Right. What do you feel like? take a minute. I can sip a little more coffee.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a little longer day than the cool Modi.
This is why I knew it. This is, here, lift this. This is our brakes.
This could be exercise. I could do like, I could do 3 of those, and then like my shoulder will blow out.
Can I put this over there, or is it gonna block your view? Is that okay?
Sure.
Oh yeah.
Do you also happen to observe trains 727, 724, and 711?
Was that the one that came through just before ours did?
You mean?
There was one that came through the station that was going to Sacramento just before ours did.
Yes, it was 724 with 8309 and 2105, just like we saw on that train on National Train Day.
Right.
But except without a Superliner today. But still with 5 coaches.
Okay.
And I also happened to observe 727 pulling into the station right as we arrived with 6 coaches with F59 PHI 2012 and the best out of all 8300 series cab cars, 8307.
Why is it the best?
Listen to its horn with the bell.
That's
with
good
the bell.
criteria.
And there were six coaches on the train.
Okay.
And we also happened to catch 711 with actually instead a double decker set instead of the Comets again. To the F59 PHI 2013 and the worst of them all, 8312.
And is it the worst of them all because it has a bad horn?
Its horn tune sounds the worst. You know, pretty good engine, evil cab car.
We could go hike out there. Be just as good as when we were across the bridge where they were hiking behind the car lot.
There's out at between Richmond Station and before it hits the bay, San Pablo Bay. There's a path and stuff along the tracks.
Oh, I've been on it. Yeah, it's like a Hercules-ish, like Pinole Hercules out that way. And at one point there's like a concrete pedestrian bridge that goes over the tracks. Is that what you're talking about?
I think that one is different.
Okay.
I could be wrong because there were a couple places. I noticed another one.
Yeah.
This is more out near like the Great Richmond. What's that? Is it Great Highway? What's okay, so yeah, it's like a preserve, a nature preserve.
Like by Point Pinole? Because I've hiked all through Point Pinole. It's pretty cool, and you can ride bikes there. And then it connects to a path that heads out towards like Richmond, like towards the dump or whatever.
Okay.
Well, we could do a thing where we hike around, like Hercules and Point Pinole, and I know a couple places.
I remember what we were talking about that.
We were.
Yes, hopefully to do it sometime.
Okay.
Yeah, I remember, and also before we pulled into where you were boarding, Dad,
Tracks go there, and there's all this stuff out here.
Okay.
Dad, before we pulled into Martinez Junction, you were telling me that when we were rolling through at high speed, you saw another location we should do a hike around, like I think it was like Point Bay Park.
Point Pinole ends like here, and there's a path that goes like down this way.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Were you, Dad?
What's this thing? This would be interesting. Whatever that is. If you can get out there. But then it comes around. There's stuff over here. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, no worries.
Different person.
Oh.
Yeah. Excuse me. So we're going to Merced. I hear you're from there.
Oh, yeah.
And we're looking for somewhere to eat. And the place we wanted to go isn't open for lunch today. It's only open.
Where did you want to go?
Branding Iron, but sadly on Sundays it's open between
You're not
5.
open on Sundays?
That's till dinner.
Oh, just
Only between 5 and 9 p.m.
That's the restaurant where I first had blue cheese.
Okay.
That's why I like
Really?
my salad.
There's some
For
flatbeds.
somewhere to get like some meat and some booze, basically.
Okay. Like a steak or like.
It could be a pizza.
Could be. It doesn't have to be.
I mean, like we haven't gone to a pizza restaurant after taking a train trip.
You could. Let's see. My favorite restaurant of all time is Mexican food place, which is downtown. It's not far from the train station, about 8 blocks or so. It's straight down Martin Luther King, so the street that you get at when you leave the station, straight down. It's across from the old movie theater. It has a big 7-Up sign next to it. It's called Marie's.
Marie's?
Yeah, Marie's Mexican Kitchen or something.
Okay.
That's my favorite Mexican food and my favorite restaurant in town in general. Where we always like to go whenever I visit my parents. There's a lot of good places just up and down there. If you make a right on Main Street, once you get there, you can kind of go up and around. There's before you get to the new movie theater, which is the next block over, you've got kind of this cool Italian. It's kind of like a boutique restaurant, but it's good. They've got good sandwiches and pasta. They've got a nice wine selection, and they've got beer there too. And then that next block down is kind of where there's a pizza place off to the side where they do pizza by the slice. What else? Because things have been changing down there. There's a place where you can get like Philly cheese sandwiches right next door to that. There's an ice cream shop there too. And those are places where you can get your beer. There's a couple bars, and then this might be a good one. So next to this in Bob Hart Square, there's a restaurant. It's an Italian place. I forget what it's called now because they just changed the name, but it's good. You can get like I believe you could order a steak if you wanted it.
Destinos?
Yeah.
Because I saw the name of it.
Yep. That's the place to go, and it's cool. You can sit upstairs and kind of look out on downtown. They definitely have a good beer selection there, and they do it. If you want wine or whatever, you can do it. They've got a decent selection, so that's a great place to go actually too. One of my favorite things to get there is the meatball sandwich. It's really yummy. They put it's pretty basic. They just put mozzarella cheese on it, peppers.
Yeah,
perfect.
Meatballs are pretty good, but
I recommend that place actually. It's just right downtown, so it's only going to take you 15 minutes to walk over there from the station. And that way it'll put you guys in a position to kind of walk around town if you want down there, or walk to the old courthouse museum. You can do that and check it out. It's just everything is in that downtown area.
Perfect. Yeah.
At least it's good.
This is super helpful.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So enjoy that, and whatever you decide to do down there. I mean, it's full of these kind of little hole-in-the-wall decent places to eat. So, but yeah, that Destino's, that's what it is, and that would be, like I said, that would be good for a hearty meal and for a cold beer or whatever you want. So.
Perfect.
All right. Hope that helps you guys.
Thank you very much.
Sure, no problem.
So Destino's had popped up when I was looking for other stuff.
Okay.
So, but that first place he said looks really good.
Marie's?
Marie's, it's this one.
Can we get margaritas there?
I'm looking to see if it has a full bar though. I realized that, he was digging the beer. Okay, let's see. Marie's Mexican Kitchen. It looks really old school.
Oh, I'm down for that too. I mean, we have to go to a liquor store, grab a bottle.
Or alternatively, we get some before we walk in to make it last.
So I'm on call this weekend, and this morning, I had an email saying something was wrong, and that the person would get back to me by 7 a.m. to do something if it was still messed up. I didn't wake up till 7:45. By that time, I hadn't heard anything. I tried to call the guy just in case, but I called him twice, and it went right to his voicemail and his cell phone. So I'm like, look, there's no follow-up email. I'm like, I'm not doing anything.
You have your computer with you?
I do. I could pretend to be working if you want to get a picture.
So maybe we can document it.
So, I have something. Read it, and I'll tell you the backstory.
Reading it, they're like, okay, this is such a weird thing from a friend. Oh my god. I gotta reread this now knowing it's your mom. Sorry, I gotta start over.
Punchline.
I gotta start over. I didn't look ahead. I was like, it's gonna be, I wonder if I'll know who the friend is. I wonder if, you know, oh, it's Dave. You know. Okay, so let's back up here. When was this?
This would have been like 30 years ago, approximately.
So you legally have beer, or were you?
Yeah, I mean, probably.
Old enough.
Yeah, close enough.
So you had beer in your. So you had beer in your. Do you have a
I don't know whether it was in my room. It was just like a bunch of beer that I was storing in my room, or it was a beer that was in a fridge.
I stole that beer from Adam's room.
Okay. I did not have a fridge in my room, so it probably wasn't cold.
Right. That's what I'm getting to. Makes it even more sort of like, oh god.
Yeah.
Desperate.
Like, she doesn't even like beer.
Don't like beer, and you're gonna go grab a warm one? So what was the small treat?
She sent me a $50 gift certificate to Safeway, which I promptly used to buy Evan Williams.
I was getting to, like, you know, I deeply regret what I did. I can't buy a beer to replace what I took, and then she explains what I was like.
7305, 7415, the GB60M.
It's pretty easy. That's gold.
So I'm gonna ride a blue, or do you ride, then they ride, then you ride, like,
Just
how does it work?
On the same team, but if they're good enough to be in shape at the end, they would keep the pace high to sacrifice themselves to keep positions.
Right, and then like you draft behind them and stuff, or got it.
It's like I'm winning this race, and if I'm 7 minutes apart, and if I don't, I'm gonna podium, and this is gonna be like, and you know, we did a race report for sponsors after it, and multiple of his comments said, I've never done a race that fast in my life. I crashed.
Once again, this is Antioch, Pittsburg.
So I'll show you. There's this chicane, and I'm in position, and just imagine it's not a right angle, but I'm ready to do this.
Right.
And a guy out of nowhere sticks his wheel right.
So
up
now
the
you've got to go the other way
and he's
to avoid it.
You can't at this speed go like this. You've got to go like this. So I was like, and I go, I'm not backing out of this. I'm like, because this is my.
So you tried to ride through it?
If you back out of this, I go, I'm going to lose the race. I go, I said, so what the fuck are you doing? And then, and I figured he'd back out of it, and he didn't. So then he hit me. I hit the guy next to me. So the other guy next to me, we had the 2 best teams in Northern California, and we would work together as a super team, where as long as we both had someone represented, we wouldn't chase down our brakes. We'd been doing this at multiple races. So their sprinter and me got taken out. I road rashed, but that was it. I drove home. He got taken away in an ambulance. Yeah. So, and that guy supposedly got suspended. But it's just one of those things where I'm not backing out of this. It's just it defies physics. You can't do this, you fucking.
gotta figure out how to get out of here at some point.
Yes.
This is the station. We're at the station.
Oh, okay.
I think where we just stopped.
Pause, because we didn't stop here last time.
We're waiting for freight.
What are you looking up, Dad?
I'll pick up the other restaurant that he was talking about.
Oh, the conductor or Adam?
You know what? I think this is the station.
This is Antioch, Pittsburg.
But we didn't stop here last time.
Yes, we did.
I think
Stopped right
I
there?
think we might have.
I thought we rolled through here.
That is part of the station architecture or whatever.
Okay.
Not a container.
Did not know that.
Only if you stay here for like so many hours.
Remember on National Train Day we were talking about out we were watching some boats or trains strike by? Watching some boats go by on the water and some trains stop and strike by this station? We were talking about that.
That sounds like something we probably were talking about.
Yeah. Did you also happen to observe a freight train going by before you were boarding?
I saw it when I was driving into Martinez. It was going across a bridge over the freeway.
Yeah, I noticed it. It had a few ethanol containers and along with some others, and some double stackers too. Like now that's a total mixed freight actually.
This Denair's has a full bar, but it looks a little more upscale.
Shishi.
It's white gray tablecloth. But it's full bar.
Alright, it's gonna be last call. 712 here at Antioch. Doors closing.
Doors closing. You know what else is cool about this, Adam?
They make a 3-layer.
Adam, you know what else is cool about this? This is also the first time we get to ride on an Amtrak train with a charger on it.
Oh, I didn't know that.
No matter if it's leading or shoving the train, it's our first time riding one with a charger on the consist.
Cool.
Look, just here.
Remember, it's the new one.
Yeah. I know what they look like from where we've walked along the tracks in Port Costa. I've seen them.
Yes. But if you probably might have noticed, they actually they also got those for the Cascades and the Surfliner, but in which all those F-59s are all replaced now because they were sold to. But luckily they were rehired because they got sold to Metra in Chicago. But the ones for the
about 25 minutes will be Stockton.
Capitol Corridors and San Joaquins are still running. But they might be replaced in a few years.
If you are able to climb the stairs, we're going to ask that you gather your belongings and head up.
I think I might have saw in a reply they're supposed to be replaced by 2023 or something.
So we will need those seats down the road here. So if you are able to, we do ask that you move upstairs to the general seating section. Thank you.
So cool in there. Look. It's so cool.
Oh, hey Adam, you know what else the engineer did on 724?
What's that?
The engineer also honked a shave and a haircut again on 8309, just like on National Train Day.
They only give you credit for one person.
Okay.
So it's like
Just like on National Train Day.
Love this.
And then it would be like,
There's a red caboose.
A red
Caboose
caboose?
there too.
Oh yeah, we bypassed that one before.
It's kind of weird. I was just having this conversation. Okay, stop. Yo! There's a reason why there's a red flag and a trash can.
I wonder why the red flag can be placed behind some more additional seats.
What does the red flag mean?
It means that's for staff only, but that just sounds so outrageous that it's placed behind additional seats.
Because they need those. It's a real reason.
It means first class only.
Well, I don't know what those seats are for.
Because they drive
Don't go up there. It's a security
That's a
door.
lot of yellow BRTs on that yard.
Why do you guys just leave the red flag on?
And there is a Superliner on this train. Too bad it's not a 5-car train though.
Even at this Mexican place, you can get burgers and fries.
How many honks is this engineer doing at at those crossings?
Is that a good sounding horn? Good.
But now that you were looking something up, Dad, I'm thinking about maybe going to an Italian restaurant since.
So you're gonna eat pasta?
Not really.
That's what Italian food is.
Let me see. Italian restaurants in let me see. Italian restaurants in. Yeah, whatever. We'll figure it out.
That's a good attitude. We're not gonna go hungry.
I think we should go this.
I do too.
Because that's the first thing they do.
Yeah, and he says this is my favorite place. And he's boots on the ground. All right, let's start drinking now.
We start pulling tabs. So I just want to see how far the walk is.
I've been edging for the last half hour.
Breeze.
There is a Black Bear Diner too. What?
Great. We're not going there. So we already forget where we're going.
Now, if they had a full bar, I'd go there.
I would. Maybe there's Black Bear Diner has a full bar.
Let's just find a Chili's.
There was Applebee's popped
Red
up.
Robin.
I told you on that.
I did that.
In Cary, North Carolina, when my buddies were going away.
Right.
We closed down Cary and an Applebee's because that was
Awesome. So awesome. Now I'm having flashbacks to being in that place with Will at Coddingtown where like we ordered like that. We'll only serve you one of these. And it was like
Sweetwater.
Gigantic blue thing.
Secretary. It doesn't exist anymore. Walking. Yeah, it's like it's a 10-minute walk from the train station.
It's gonna be 99 degrees, so.
Which is why we need to start hydrating, dude.
Right. I was like, I got your text this morning, and I was like, perfect. It's 99 degrees, and we have nowhere to eat. It's gonna be great.
Throw that up top.
Yeah.
This is leaking.
Dude, you're up in your game.
No, this is leaking. It's making me good.
As long as it's not the gin that's leaking.
That's for starters.
What an infrastructure.
That's for starters.
You making a drink or is this a meth lab? What's going on here?
This is wet.
Take both of your picture right now and then send it to him.
I'm supposed to tell you that Mom did the dishes and it only took 10 minutes. Okay? Didn't take long at all.
Door is closing.
That'd be great. If I'd arranged, like, and I'd be furiously texting them now because the restaurant we were going to is closed. I'd arrange for Art and Marin to like meet us at lunch They would just be there. We'd walk in and they'd just be there, but they'd be together. And there'd be lots of PDA. Public display of affection.
Alright, this is going to be the last call. Last call for 712 here at Stockton.
No, door's not closing, actually.
Doors will be closing.
And then they'd be like, well, we're riding back with you to Martinez. Or actually, no, even better, to Richmond. Only better because I'm getting off at Martinez.
That's when we do like, okay, get off, and then we get off, and then I would actually do the old doors are closing, and we stay on the train.
So I didn't even know that Marin Joe's had a private room. It's like if you walk straight back and then it's to the right in the back, right? That's where it is?
We were in the private room.
Oh, you were not?
We were in...
You were in the bar or the main restaurant?
So we started off in the lounge.
Yeah, the lounge is gold. Did you have the cheese and crackers? Or the cheese and crackers?
No, just had drinks, but the lounge is gold.
Yeah,
and
it's amazing.
Pam and I got there early, so our reservations were at 6, and I had to take public transit down in order for us to go back home together. So I got there at like 4:45.
Was the guy behind the bar with the kind of like 40-something looking dude with dark hair? Looks like he's a Giants fan who plays golf kind of thing. Like vaguely broy.
It's a good description, but there are multiple parties.
Was Scarlett working? She's like the cocktail waitress. She's kind of ditzy.
And here goes 8313.
A little younger than us, maybe, but not much.
Older than us. Ditzy, yes.
Oh, okay, maybe that is her. Dark hair, kind of just like
blonde-ish hair.
Different.
And I would guess about around 60.
Okay. Not old enough for me.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, please use join us here at Stockton. Welcome aboard. This is San Joaquin train 712, 712, headed to Bakersfield. We do have remaining stops in Modesto, Turlock, Denair, Merced, Madera, Fresno, Hanford, Corcoran, Wasco, and our final stop, Bakersfield. If you haven't already done so, we do ask that you have those tickets out and ready and available. If they're on your mobile device, such as a tablet or phone, we are going to ask that you have the brightness setting turned all the way up and zoom in on that little barcode on the upper left-hand side. We do have Cabcar located upstairs, car number 3. Restrooms will be located on the lower level of each and every coach car.
Say it again.
We do have a safety pamphlet that we ask you to read on the seat back pocket in front of you in the unlikely case of an emergency. We do have Wi-Fi available. Just accept the terms and conditions and you will be connected.
Last time.
Our next stop in about 25 minutes will be in Modesto. Modesto's coming up next.
Modesto.
Welcome aboard.
Come on,
Say it all again.
So we got there at 4:45. Pam got off.
There's the Ace train station.
And that's where we discovered it doesn't open until 5. So there's a line. There's a line to get
All the
in.
Dodgers are lining up.
It was amazing, but it's spooky. And so, whatever, I know it might not be a British cup of tea, but
If you don't like Marin Joe's, I don't like you.
I agree. I loved it. And I was like, I love this place. This is like I don't know, I go, this is the kind of place, this is sort of like when we went to Ricky's and stuff like that, where it's like, we don't go to these places, these are the places I love. I want to go to places like this. But
GB60 amps.
so the lounge, went to the lounge, we're gonna open, other people arrived, and they kind of hung out with us in the lounge. The lounge is great. But where we sat is if you go straight back, but left, it's effectively almost a private room.
Near the piano?
No, the piano's in the lounge.
Where you ate? You mean where you ate?
Front door,
back and left.
straight back and left. It's effectively an alcove. you know, it's not a private room because there are other people there, but there was not many other tables in there. But the downside is, it's again the thing that I don't like about these things that we do is when you have a long table. You're at a long table. A long table doesn't work. You're immediately only talking to adjacent people.
You have to make a conscious effort to move around.
I said, but to me, that's what I was, you know, that's sort of what I gave up on. But I mean, so having said that, I love room shows.
Yeah.
Love it. But what I was trying to accomplish originally was something where we have a private room so that it becomes larger.
You can stand around.
Or you have a round table.
Right.
Or what I originally was doing is not that it's like the greatest restaurant in the world. It's not that, you know, Osha Thai. You can get a room and a round. I mean, you can have the so we have a private room.
Yeah, I mean that Osha Thai for what it is good.
Okay. But to me, we had a fork function there, and I was like, this is good. I said, man, the partner's be like, I'm willing to spend the money on this if we get the private room, and we can even do like,
Thank you. I brought everything. I brought the knife.
Nice freeway deal.
Like, you know, we can bring like a karaoke microphone and have James tell the story to everyone.
Oh my God.
I go, because to me, I want to object and say like, food doesn't matter. Right. It's about the group.
Right.
And the food will be fun. You know, if you're getting uptight about
the food is not the point.
No, exactly. And by the way, if you've got full bar, it won't be the point anyway, right? Yeah.
Well, I mean, maybe if you're Will and Gail at Mike's birthday party, you have a different.
But yeah. So Pam agrees, but Pam maintains that we need to have it at someone's house for the reason.
That's a different thing.
For the reason stated, meaning like you'll have greater, we can be loud, we can turn, around, whatever, the same old shit. And I said, yeah, except that, and you say, and like, well, let's just host it here. I'm like, no one's gonna come up to something. Everyone views it as being too far, so.
I mean, people would come up, but it'd be hard to get like that many people to all come up on the same.
You'd have a very limited.
Yeah.
You probably have a max head count of 7 or 8.
Right.
Yeah. So, anyway, having said that,
Morning. Morning.
Love Joe's, absolutely. Pam's a fan of Original Joe's.
Yeah, Original Joe's is awesome.
Westlake.
Yeah. Joe's of Westlake I like even better than Original Joe's, to be honest.
That's her favorite.
Yeah. But we also need to go to a place called Garden Club.
Thank you.
Which is like right by a BART station in like Daly City or South San Francisco.
All right.
It's an old school in a strip mall. It's like a neighborhood low rent Joe's. But not low rent as in bad. Just low rent as in it's in a strip mall and it's kind of shabby. But like it's family style Italian eating, and with a bar with regular neighborhood people, and it's awesome.
Garden Joe's is kind of anachronistic for
totally
for where it is, right?
But that's its appeal, right?
That's what. Yeah.
It's like it's on the freeway. Here's a sign, It's like it's throwback. That's why it's good.
I was joking like we should all show up like in suits, 1950s. I loved it. The only negative thing I would say is we're talking. The only thing I would say is it's a long table, which we discussed. And that's pretty much anything. We're at the size where we're not big enough, and we still don't have enough commitment from people to warrant a private room. So
that's why everyone needs to get there an hour early, hang out in the lounge, right? Have a drink or two, mix and mingle,
It is, but you know, but your group is big enough where it's going to be without a, you know, because what if we show up and like there's no place to sit, you know? Right. You're big enough where you sort of need a reservation for stuff,
but not so big that.
So to me, that was sort of like, oh, this is beautiful. Ocean High solves all these problems. Full bar. We can get there early with lunch. We can get a private room that is not gigantic. It's not going to kill us.
Right, it's easy to get to.
We should just do this, but yeah. Then there just became so many, like, you know, people were just not committal about it. I was like, I'm not.
Right, you're not going to hurt cats.
Yeah, or the thing is like, you know, I'm going to.
Or you're not going to reserve and shell out, and then.
Well, you think I'm going to, you know, I don't mind ponying up a certain amount, but at some point, like, if there's less than the requirements, like, I am ponying up a lot.
Right.
And then the other thing I thought would be fun from just a goofy standpoint is coming to the Tonga room. But at the same time, you know,
Tonga room's cool.
It is, but part of the appeal of that to me is like, that's cool with like 6 people.
Right.
We would have the same issue with 10, 12, 15 people, is that you're going to have a
You get to
long
that
table,
in-between
and
size, and then it becomes...
And it's going to be loud enough where like, we can't hear what you're saying, and it's like, no, that's...
Then we all commandeer the boat that the music guys play on in the middle, and we become like we board them.
Well, the other thing too is like you can't get in unless you can't make a reservation there unless you're a guest.
Oh.
Right. So the hard part is it's first come first serve.
So we get a suite.
No. But you can make a reservation 10 or more, which is what we have. But then you have to sign a contract that you're basically, I'm agreeing to the following. And what is that? You know, minimum of X dollars per head. There's like an entertainment tax for the thing on top of it. And also if you stay longer than 2 hours, like
there's a fee.
We will.
Yeah.
The rate then, because that's like, I go, this is gonna rack up pretty quick, which is really gonna be exorbitant if I can't spread that out across people, which I don't think there's enough commitment here, so I bailed out of that one.
Right.
But originally I thought, like, you know, if it gets better turnout, we'll do San Francisco. And I said, maybe I'll get out to and we'll commit to like make a comedy, but there's still just like, I don't know that this is gonna last forever. In fact, we may have just done the last one.
Well, no, there'll be Taco Bell in January in Lafayette.
Okay, but
Dimar and I are collaborating.
Well, the point is, you know, nobody is stepping up to do the next one, right?
Right.
So and you know, like I'm not gonna drive this. You know, to me there has to be some.
Right. There's got to be a
everybody wants to do it. I go, if nobody wants to do it, then I'm not gonna waste my time doing it.
Fuck them. They're all assholes.
And then, in which case, I just say there's a quarterly regular at Brent Joe's.
Right. I'm here. If you show up, great. If you don't, I don't care. Because I'm getting the special salad, the salad cart, Caesar salad.
Meet y'all in the lounge at 5, and then we'll make some head count.
Next time I have the cheese and crackers. So they put out these crackers, and then they have this like, I don't know what it is. What's the word? Terrine, a vat of like.
Of like melted cheese.
No, it's not
like
even
fondue.
melted. It's like soft, like it's like Velveeta-y something, but it's so good. You know, like it's like salty and
you
like.
Get in the lounge.
Yeah, it's in the lounge. Yeah. So like you're having like your martini and your cheese and crackers, and it's probably killing you. But
I did have the smoked trout.
oh my god, that appetizer is.
Did have what else? The special spinach.
Yeah.
Yep. What was the Caesar? Yeah.
Salad cart.
Ordered it, but because of the size and based on the busyness of
They didn't
the
do the
restaurant,
cart.
They didn't do it table side.
Okay.
But it was delicious.
Yeah.
But it was not prepared table side. They just added.
What was your entree?
Blanking. I think I ordered a pasta. I have to go back and look at the menu.
Yeah. I usually do like scallopini or something like that there.
Oh, or did I have? No, I had.
Marsala.
I think I didn't catch Tori.
Oh, yes, you did.
Yes.
That was your text. Yeah. Which takes a little longer, but it's great.
Everything was good.
Yeah.
Everything was good. Yeah, I loved it.
We should go there today. Turn this around. Time? Like, I feel drunk. You're not drunk. No, joking. But it was strong. Mine was stronger.
Yours was. Mine wasn't.
I'm gonna top this off.
Oh, and Adam, Dad was talking to the conductor about like if we missed 7:15 back.
So if you, I said, so if we missed, do I have to rebook? Like, you know, like what?
How does it work?
Because I said no. He says you can't, don't bother. He says
it's not like flying.
He said your ticket is good
for 24 hours.
A year. He said so. If you get caught up in the hysteria of Merced and you end up finding yourself there 300 days later, just got off right. That's what.
So this is like reason 793 why trains are better than planes. But still, fuck bullet train.
It does have. Let me see.
I mean, I'm all for the bullet train, but I prefer to travel at this pace. The bullet train, in theory, but I prefer to A, travel at this pace, and B, I don't want to pay for it. And I don't want to pay for it.
Yeah. You want to do your own?
No, I trust you. I'll tell you when. Stop. Oh, that's good.
You're not gonna top that one.
No. We should just go to Bakersfield. Here's to you. Says game, set, match. Good night, everybody.
There goes another freight train.
And I'm saying in France, that's the remark about my mother stealing my 40, letting her younger son take a beating for it.
You ruined the punchline. You should have set it up with just the us mark about a letter from someone apologizing. Because I mean,
Making amends.
Mom.
Oh God. That's street cred. I've got street cred.
How many of y'all had your mom steal 40 out of your bedroom?
So one time my brother and his friends were wasted and I was in my room.
Is Noah older or younger?
Younger.
Okay. By how much?
3 years.
Senior, freshman?
Yeah. I was in my room and they knew I had beer in my room. And they basically barged into my room and stole my beer.
You were in the room?
Yeah. It was not a burglary, it was a robbery.
Yeah.
Because there were 3 of them. And they were shithoused already. And they knew that I had more beer. And they came in and they were chanting. My brother's nickname is Mange. So they were all chanting, Mange strikes again, Mange strikes again. So, you know what? One way or another, he had it coming. Like,
who had it coming?
My brother.
The ill will that you had towards him for stealing?
Right.
Okay, got it.
Yeah. If he didn't do that, he did something else.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. There's precedence.
Then there was one time we had a party in my house. Someone had got me a nice bottle of scotch.
Wasn't Mike.
No, I know. Son of a bitch. And my dad and my friends fucking drank it. Like I went to sleep and they were still up.
Dad and his friends.
No, Dad and my friends.
Dad and your friends drank it? I don't know what's worse.
I know.
Wow.
It's amazing I'm so well adjusted, Mark.
There was one time we were in the Liberty City Hideaway, and you had gone to bed, and Mike and I were playing. We both fell asleep on your couches. Yeah. And then, but I woke up because he had grabbed like a good scotch at the time. You could tell like he was just way out of bed. He says, "Hey, I'm going to drink it." He's a scotch. He's also like, but I'm gonna rope Mark into this too by pouring him some too. And I was like, I don't know. So I mean,
brilliant.
He didn't say that, but it's also
Criminal mastermind.
Because all of a sudden it became I could tell like I may have been hammered, but I was at the first time like, oh, I'm being dragged into this conspiracy.
There's thieves everywhere, dude. I can't trust anyone.
That's the thing is like that was the criminal part. Is like I didn't want to drink it. Like I didn't. Like,
You gonna write me a letter?
and Mike needs to write that letter. He probably doesn't even remember it.
No. I love it because when Mike gets like really shit-faced, you can kind of look at him and you can tell, like, dude, you've crossed a line. Yeah. Whereas like Kevin, my friend Kevin, like he can be completely fucking shithoused and like I have no idea, and then he just starts giggling and he's like, oh, I'm drunk, I'm wasted.
I had a conversation with a friend who was. No slurred speech, no, like everything was cogent, rational. And then she volunteered. I said, how much have you had? Because she kept talking about how much she's drinking, but she didn't seem, and she said, well, and you hear the bottle empty. This is finishing my second bottle of something alone. And I said, who's with you? Buddy?
With me?
I was like, you just drank 2 bottles? And I'm like, A, respect, but B, you have a problem. Because I cannot, your tolerance is insane, given that I cannot tell that you had anything.
that was like, we were here, Martin was over there, coffee cup, and it was like wickedly endearing when she finally said, "This is my third," and she had this look on her face and in her eye, "This is my third." It was like we thought we were like making friends and offering her a beer. She was already so far ahead of us.
You three are adorable. You're amateurs. Train drinking. I ended up that person, my friend Jennifer. I ended up saying, I think I met your doppelganger on the train. Because, I reference how like...
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, just a couple minutes here, we're coming into our next station stop of Modesto.
I said, I think...
If you are leaving us here at
What you
Modesto,
need to
now's a
do is
great
like
time to
bust
gather
the
those
balls this week
head
about
on
like
downstairs at cars
what a great
2
time
and
we
4
had
once
on
again, 2
OTX
and 4
and like
only to exit here at
how
Modesto.
mature we are. Another successful OG50X for the oldsters.
There's a famous story in that we went to a concert and Mike Cabcar or something like that. AC/DC had a record.
Right.
Mike got a record. Afterwards, we're in Heidi's.
And he's like raiding her fridge. He's stealing her.
Yeah, he's opening her beers, and
he's a known miscreant.
He's starting the same story over and over.
Yes.
And Avis is trying to help.
Once again, now arriving Modesto. This is
Okay, if
Modesto.
you could just get past this one part, maybe you could tell the rest of it.
So, hey, flashback.
Look at that. Come on, D.
So,
in the middle of nowhere. Look for a skateboarder.
There's that steam engine.
So,
by the way, sitting out here in those chairs, like in that dirt, whatever.
Greatest day of your life.
Awesome. Except when you
Alright, this is Antioch train 712, 712 headed to Bakersfield.
You cannot deny that.
Yeah, I was about to cop to it and go, now that I think about it, after self-assessment, that one's on me. That was on me.
I know in your mind you think that's the exception that proves the rule, but in my mind...
It's the MO.
Yeah. That's who you are. I see you. I see you.
Your Honor, admit into evidence number 3 million. So Mike clearly has no memory of this. I don't know if he's blackout or whatever. But years later, we go to a ride at my parents' house.
Was I on that ride?
Maybe, I don't remember. I don't recall.
Because I seem to remember this.
But Mike comes out of changing in the bathroom and comes up to me and said, I'm kind of freaking out. He said,
Door's closing.
I swear I've been in this bathroom before. Something like because there was this pistachio colored tile.
Right.
It was really unique.
Fixates on because he's into interior decorating.
He says, I'm having some. I said, you have been here. You have been here. And I told the story of you have been here. I said, this used to be my sister's house. It's at my parents' house. And we've been in there before. You've been in the bathroom. He's like, oh my God. Then he started creating this thank God I'm not crazy, but it's also
looping in
this triangle conversation that you end up clearing the way for me to get what I want.
Well, God, when I think about it like that, I feel like I should be paid or something.
You're a counselor.
Paid in gin or vodka or gin, preferably gin.
So let me tell you about this gin.
Okay, what is this?
Spirit Works.
Where is that?
Sebastopol.
Okay.
It is a distillery that does vodka gin. Their specialty is gin. Vodka gin.
And for those of you just joined us here at Modesto, welcome aboard. This is San Joaquin train 712 headed to Bakersfield. Conductors are walking through the train at this time to collect your tickets, so we do ask that you have those tickets out ready and available. Our next stop in about 12 minutes is going to be Turlock, Denair. Turlock, Denair is coming up next.
Turlock, Denair. I'll bring it next time. Barrel-aged gin.
Okay.
Which is like, it's, you know, whiskey is clear until it's aged in barrels. This is gin, so think about that they basically have some infusion happening, like gin or whatever. But then they barrel age it, so it's sort of it's a gin whiskey or ginski as they call it. But it's really interesting. That they do various kinds of whiskey. They also do slow gin, which is slow barrels that are infused, and it's somewhere in between like a.
We're in uncharted territory now.
Yeah. Do you like Negronis? Cocktail?
Thinking of like a lot of inappropriate jokes.
It's one of my favorite drinks outside of like, you know, I like gin martinis.
I'm pretty basic.
If I'm at a place,
I like my gin as gin. I like my whiskey as whiskey.
Fair enough, but what I like about Negronis is, as a cocktail, every single component of them is alcohol. Like, you know, this is not.
Right.
In a Negroni, you have gin.
Right.
You have.
Yes, I see it. We also bypassed 713 earlier.
You have vermouth, you have like, but all of those have alcohol. So it's not, you know, anyone who is a lightweight, like all of them, who's try that.
Right.
You realize, like,
yeah. You think it's a cocktail like it's this and that.
It looks like it's sweet,
but
like
really it's just all booze.
But anyway, so it's one of the components is red, like a sweet vermouth. But instead, if you use these guys make gin with slow berry, it's called slow gin, and you substitute that, it's delicious. I consider bringing that here today, but it'd be a little too much given what I have already.
Like you'd need like that suitcase.
So the company I work for represents that.
Pam says no, not life size. Which begs a question: how do we know what a life size?
Well, life size would be at least 8 feet
minimum.
I mean, if you know your Squatch facts.
If you're straight squatching. So to quote my good friend Adam Hill, total fucking bullshit. You gotta up your game. You gotta up your squatch.
So, we're the distributor of this gin. So I thought of your dad actually. So they have this. I bought this gin yesterday from them. This is not it. Called Navy Strength.
Okay.
And so the founder is there. It's a couple who started this company. Husband and wife is the distiller. The husband's originally from England, and his family used to distill gin. So these are recipes. So he's from.
Why am I not doing this every day? Why do I have to go to work tomorrow? Drive to San Ramon, and I could be hopping on a train to who knows where. Destination unknown.
Missing person.
They're no Berlin.
What? They're no Berlin.
my water bottle at?
I don't believe in that.
To each their own. But I think we don't have enough things on the table to go.
We're almost done. We're going to move to hydration cans soon.
I'm saving those. We don't know. We might miss our train. Like, we might, yeah, anything could happen. We might start a whole new life.
Merced.
It's possible. Just tell Pam. Just like pack up the house, come on down.
Hey guys, good news and bad news. Next is gonna be in Merced, but good news, we've got you all covered.
Yeah.
Everyone's got their own shooting lane.
It's cheap. We're here, we're not going anywhere. Stay as long as you want. Our plans have changed.
Hey Adam, remember when we were taking 715 and when we were traveling in 8301, the interconnecting door was open right next to the fourth coach?
I do remember that.
Yeah, honestly.
Which is amazing. Because your memory's a lot better than mine.
Now arriving at our next station stop.
Yeah, but honestly, that kind of seemed a little bit unsafe for the train a little bit.
Head on downstairs. Cars 2 and 4. Once again, 2 and 4 only will be doors that open here at Turlock Denair. Now right.
But I don't best idea to like ask a staff to help with the door right there. I don't know.
I love that. I love the traffic signal hanging on the wire like that. It's so like Twin Peaks. It's so love it.
It's really iffy.
Yeah. It's real. It's keeping it real. How was Joe?
How many more stations do we have to go?
After this one is Merced.
I think it's a long way though from this one to that one. Or at least it looked that way on the map.
And here we are at the East of the platform.
Currently out having brunch with her boyfriend's family.
Nice.
I went to go pick her up at boyfriend's last weekend. Just went to go out there and pick her up, and there was a, I don't know how to describe it, a golf game happening that they roped me into. That was with the neighborhood and various.
Dude, they roped me into. This is just like I don't meet people. Like you're so full of shit. You were begging to get into their golf game.
So the $20.
Just like you were like, oh, Mike stole the scotch. I was just innocent. You know, he poured it into my cup. I didn't want it.
$20 into a pitcher.
Okay.
Is your power. $7 to cover incidentals.
Like if you break a window with your golf ball, or
like beers and stuff.
Oh, okay.
And they had kids running between houses with buckets of beers and ice.
And are Jill and her men participating in this?
No, they're probably up to no good in the house while we're out doing this. And then skits $1 a hole. And you get 3 plastic balls, right? That are yours, so they're yours, and 1 club, which is typically a sandwich.
It's a good thing Scott wasn't there. He would have taken all the money.
So the holes are like, and there's by the way, there's probably like 15 people playing, so it's taking forever. And
it's like, hey, can I play through? Can I play through?
And the typical score on a hole is probably like between 8 and 13.
Right.
And the hole,
it only gets worse as the game goes on.
And the hole is like, I played 1 hole, it took an hour. And the hole was, you had to hit the mailbox.
You've got a lot of stamina.
You gotta hit a mailbox. So one thing's like, if you hit it wrong and it goes onto, we're playing next to the road, but if it lands on the road, the ball just starts rolling back down the hill, and you're farther back than where you just hit it. And you're A and B, you're hitting it off of the road. You know.
There's a lot of like metal contacting asphalt.
A lot of sparks involved.
Yeah.
A lot of sparks.
Factory, nothing but. That's all they manufacture, sparks.
And oddly enough, I was wearing just a leather vest and no shirt.
Even worse.
Vest and no shirt. And then the second hole was you had to hit a propane tank.
What could possibly go wrong?
So I told him, I said, look, and everyone's, they were on hole lead when I started at 13, 7 or 8.
And they were going for 18.
13. The course is 13
Oh,
holes.
13 holes. That takes like 17 hours.
I said, how long?
We started yesterday.
And I said, so I told him, I said, look, I just came here to I said, I'm out after this hole, which was 2 hours into it. And I said, and he,
Last call
boyfriend's,
for Turlock there. Thank you.
boyfriend's Bob, his name's Colin. He's like, no, here's what we do. We tell Pam you're still playing golf. And
Yeah, because she'll believe that. I'm still playing golf. Sorry, I'm still playing golf.
let's back up. You're playing golf. Tell Pam you're still playing golf. And that we'll send her pictures of a beach pie that we say the kids made. And I said, I was like, no. I'm going to. I said,
Look, you may think this is slick and believable, but Pam will see right through this.
for many reasons. So I said, no. I said, next time you're doing this, I go, tell me, I'm all in. I said, but I just came to pick her up.
I need some advance notice so I can get my story straight.
Pam was expecting me back like in 15 minutes. I've been gone 2.5 hours. I said, I need more prep.
Okay, I'll call you when I get to the town.
So, but it was awesome, hilarious. But I said, next time you guys do this, I want in. It was so much fun. But I said, I can't just show up. So my way out of it was, I said, how many holes are remaining? I said, this is like 5. And I said, here's my skins for the remaining holes.
Good.
All right, coming up in about 25 minutes will be our next stop.
Email me who wins.
Merced will be a crew change point for us if you want to step off, get a breath of fresh air, stretch your legs. More than welcome.
Oh my God, that is awesome.
If you do choose to step off,
Stanislaus County for the state of Jefferson,
20 feet away from any and all.
and then the 2018 state champions.
Yes.
And it's like an
Let's get our
abandoned
next stop in about 25
structure
Merced.
with the traffic light hanging on the wire. Perfect.
How long does it take to get to the next station?
They announced it on the intercom, 25 minutes.
Should gauge my consumption rate.
And I heard that from the intercom they're going to be doing a crew change there. Did you hear that, Adam?
I did.
Because all the cool kids get off in Merced.
Right. I'm train focused. Yay. This is
We're at about 20 minutes, Joe.
Thank you.
Yes, indeed.
So I had an RAL event, and I was told, I said, I don't need anything at RAL. I never really shopped there anymore. So I was like, okay. I said, although I may go there to get some rappel rope for our OG50X. And before I could plot that out, she went and she bought these cups. And she said, dividends gone.
That's because she knows what OG50X is really about. It's like it started out as we're gonna get back in shape.
That was a brilliant ruse that we all fooled ourselves with.
Yes, exactly. Because we clearly were not fooling anyone else. Like no, we're starting a new series. We're gonna go back to the glory days.
It's a scenic place down a drink. Usually
Now it's like
trespassing.
now it's like we sit at a table and drink for 2 hours, and then we go to lunch
Maximum points are.
and we drink, and we sit
Update the leaderboard.
at another table. Right. Like you and I are killing the GC on OG50X.
James is falling off a cliff.
Garbage. I mean, we stole his bike, so
I'm gonna start prepping.
Shit, they don't open on Mondays. Yeah, bump, and then we do it. It's okay.
Just got it.
Right here. I told them I'm on my way in. Down there. I'm gonna hit at it one more time when I see it.
I'm texting Pam. We need to get you on OG50X. It will be epic. Which I'm not telling her anything she doesn't know. This is like, we could be in Iowa or Nebraska or Kansas or Texas.
I told another coworker
Oklahoma
about this. What we do is it's sort of like we take our weekend vacations to the Midwest, but we do it a day trip format.
Right.
Head someplace.
So are those the Sierras out there? Yeah, that's cool. That's not happening in the Midwest.
Meet him at a certain spot.
The Rockies. We're in Nebraska.
Right. Man, yeah.
Proximity.
See, I'm not like Paul Ricketts later on tonight. I was just saying, man, I'm on my way. That's all I have to tell him. Man, he want to go. He got to do it. That's like exactly. But I'm just telling you, hey, man, I'm on my way. I'm on my way, so I'll call you when I'm ready. You gonna do that anyway. Bump right there, you just need to know that that's all in the scale. Yeah, I know how you think. I know in town, I ain't got to call this motherfucker. I'm good. I'm gonna put it on paper. Give me a shark. Give me this plastic shark. What you do with that plastic shark? Because you want to ride it. You want to ride it. You want to ride this shark. And then go ahead and put that shark in. You jumping up and say, you probably got it. But anyway, like I said, I did what I had to do as far as when it came to work. She say anything she can do, that's I'll let him know. I'll call you again when I get close.
Blue Diamond.
If I can't get a hold of him,
That's where they load the almonds into the truck.
If he's gonna get me, then I'm gonna let you know.
It happens all over the Central Valley.
Yeah, probably. I don't think it's the only spot. But
It used to be. There's a Sacramento has it. I remember touring a Blue Diamond processing.
Blue Diamond sounds like heroin or something. You know, like when you're out on the corner touting your product. Blue Diamond. Get your Blue Diamond. Because, like, I know so much about this.
I watched all of Better Call Saul.
Oh, what?
Better Call Saul.
Are you through season what?
How many seasons are there?
There are 4. I've only watched 3.
No, I didn't know there was another season.
Yeah, there's 3 on Netflix.
I've seen that.
Oh my god, so good.
So is the 4th one happening?
I've not seen it. It's happened on whatever network it shows on, but it's not on Netflix yet, so I've not seen it.
I'm glad you said that because it still feels like there's a gap between this and
They're trying to create runway, obviously, right? But oh my god,
great.
It's so good.
It makes me actually want to go back and watch Breaking Bad.
It does too, but I also think it's better than Breaking Bad. I think it's better. I think they took everything they learned from making Breaking Bad.
It could be. The only thing is, I watched it alone. You know, like, and part of the reason I enjoyed Breaking Bad is Pam finally got into it.
Right. Why wouldn't she watch Better Call Saul?
She just, I don't know. I watched it almost entirely on airplanes and hotel rooms.
Yeah.
My next trip is to Iowa.
For
Conference.
just like this. Except there's more corn. There's more corn.
I'm just doing some orienting and some base training. Break myself in. It's happening when the Iowa State Fair is going on, which is epic.
Perfect.
Well, sorry, it's not. It's the last day of the conference is the first day of the fair, but we're going to the fair that evening.
Perfect.
You okay with holding yours or use yours empty?
We'll see. I'll figure it out one way or the other.
I'm gonna load this up then.
Not empty, I'll hold it.
Send it to me.
This could be problematic though.
Jump in. Take one. I won't really have you.
I'll figure it out. Hey, why don't we consolidate?
Seems a bit subjective and arbitrary. I mean, new to you, sure, but new to me, no.
That's a good horn.
Yes, indeed. But honestly, I think I've heard better from 03.
Want this?
Good. It's weird. I have this like really weird duality about when I see this kind of stuff, and I'm like, part of me really wants to just move here, and part of me is like, this would be terrible.
It's not going to be 100% one way or the other, right? Yeah.
Right. Right. And maybe that's good. Maybe like it's not like this weird duality. Maybe I just see both sides.
There are things. We were in North Carolina on the internet.
Right.
And there are things I loved about it, things that were really tough. Because it was very so out of touch. It would be.
Yeah, I mean, in some ways, now you can live anywhere, assuming you have a reliable connection.
Yeah, so it would be Cal played late on Saturday, I would have to comb through a newspaper on Monday to try and find a score. Yeah, that part is just like.
But now you're not even going to the game because you never know what time it is, and it's always like 10 o'clock at night or whatever. Like,
well, you can live anywhere and be connected.
Yeah.
The key though is being, to me, you don't necessarily even have to have. It's interesting.
Oh, love it. That's awesome. That was awesome.
Castle Air. You don't even have to have a hometown that has a decent, necessarily place to hang out. As long as you have access to the food you want to prepare yourself.
Right.
B, proximity to access it, meaning like, is Santa Rosa the greatest place to live? No, it's not. But what makes it, what we love about it is like, I can get to San Francisco, which has everything in less than an hour, right? That sort of thing, like, Bend.
Right.
I love Bend, but you're 3.5 hours away from Portland.
Yeah, and Portland is still kind of
San Francisco. That, right? That's sort of that, like that drive me crazy. Like, I can live in the middle of nowhere. So living here is not as bad as Bend, because you can be in the Bay Area or
a couple hours,
less than 2 hours. In some ways, this is also cool too because your proximity to like Yosemite.
Right. Kings Canyon, stuff like that.
Yeah. I remember when I moved to San Jose, I had classmates who talked about, I moved from Sacramento, and they were like talking about like how boring is Sacramento.
That's awesome. I'd live in Sacramento in a heartbeat.
Yeah, but I just said like, do you ski? And they're like, yeah. I'm like, well, we're closer.
Right.
Like,
it's an hour and a half closer.
You're close to the beach, we're close to the skiing. It's great. You've got stuff going on, we got stuff going on.
I'm an hour and a half from here, and I'm an hour and a half from there. And we have a beach at the river.
Yeah.
Okay.
One of my favorite things as a kid was we used to go rafting on the American River a lot, and then my dad took assignments away where we decided to stay in Sacramento in the military. And then, and the best was like we would get dropped off, just my sister and me, at this place, and we would raft down the river, and then we would get out of this, and then we'd go to a payphone and call my mom would come pick us up. And while she was coming our way, we would deflate the
Your parents, CPS would be called like 7,000 times.
Like shit, you could not do today. We went down a river as 13-year-olds by ourselves.
Awesome.
And then we would call my mom up on the payphone and say, "Can you start heading over and we'll deflate the raft?" And start packing it up.
But you ran out of beer probably 20 minutes in. And you were fighting her for that last one.
And I did not start drinking until I was junior, senior. And
I think I was 17.
Yeah, it didn't have much of a hit, but my best friend's dad owned a liquor store in Milpitas.
You had a hookup.
We did, and we were smart enough to know, take the stuff that isn't selling, right? That should be depleted.
Drambuie.
Quarters extra gold.
Oh my God. There's a reason that doesn't exist.
Yeah, but we
Is MGD still a thing? Does that even still exist? It's terrible.
Do you think Miller High Life is better than GD?
Yes, I do.
I
actually do. That's a recent phenomenon, but that is my current opinion.
I'm not gonna say you're wrong, but I see GD doesn't have the harshness of High Life. Whatever goes.
African.
We never drank highlight. We drank lots.
Yeah, Labatt Blue. Yeah.
Bottles and James.
Yeah.
California.
Yeah, California Cooler.
That's pretty about it. We didn't do much in the way of bartending. But I gotta say, like, even when we did it, like if you were an adult and say like you can't drink, we were pretty responsible. We would go someplace.
Yeah, it would always be like Saturday night, and like I'd get like a half pint of some shitty.
We were cool. So like, I mean, all things considered, we were responsible. But my buddy, his hobby, his thing that he liked to do.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're coming into our next station stop of Merced.
Bestiality?
Let's get here at Merced. We will be here for a little bit for an engineer career change. If you'd like to step off, stretch your
Finally.
legs, get a breath of fresh air, you're more than welcome to do so.
This is
Smoke, we're going to ask that you stand at least 20 feet away from all open doors. That's train doors, station doors. And once again, ladies and gentlemen, do not leave the station platform. Let's put it all aboard. We don't want to leave you behind. So once again, now arriving Merced.
finally.
We take this. Oh, sick.
Whoa, 8343. All right, I'll follow you guys behind.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Thanks a lot.
Okay, very good.
Yeah.
Hope you enjoy it. Thanks, thank you. See, I told you this is the first train where you get to ride with the Charger.
Watch it leave.
Yes, sirree. In fact, I'm gonna go stand by 8313.
We'll wait here.
At least also O2 wasn't leading this. That, oh, you know how below average that one sounds.
Yeah, that's
I've heard better from O3. From O3. Oh! There goes the freight train! Yeah! Wow! That is loud. Wow, yeah! Wow! Looks like we got some helpers at the rear. for our helper. 6605! Wow! Yeah! Wow! Oh, wow! Wow! Never thought I'd be that much excited over a freight. Oh! Another passenger boarding. The doors should be closing shortly. More passenger boarding.
Alright, this could be last call, 10 and 12 here at Merced. Doors are closing.
Doors closing. Charger, what do we got here? Oh! 2108. That is brilliant. First time riding the Amtrak with the Charger. First time. Very first time. That went pretty good. There goes that train east out of here towards Bakersfield.